personally, as a bicyclist, I am very, very cautious, but I sometimes break the rules. I'll admit it. I break the rules. I see that there's no traffic at an intersection and I'll cross it. I'll see that I have, a spare instant to cross and I'll take it. But if I get stopped for doing something illegal on a bicycle by a policeman, I'll admit it, take the ticket, and say, "Thank you very much, officer," because I was wrong.
Mistakes that I see bicyclists making, and especially in the downtown area, riding the wrong way on one-way streets, not coming to a complete stop at stop signs, not stopping at a red traffic signal and waiting for the light to turn green before proceeding, riding too close to parked cars, failing to yield to pedestrians, riding on sidewalks where they shouldn't be on sidewalks, putting pedestrians in danger, reacting appropriately to slower users on the path. Primarily, the rationale behind a lot of the enforcement is safety, obviously, but it's also a quality of life issue. Those are issues that the city takes seriously, and is the reason, largely why these enforcement activities are going on, because it's important to the citizens of the community to feel safe and to be safe in the community.
Every year about the same time they do bike stings. This isn't a new thing. It happens every year. Same times, beginning of the year and end of the year, for the school year. And it's my first ticket. It's bull. They're just looking for something to do because they can't pull people over on university, in my opinion.
I think ticketing is not the answer. I think that education of bicyclists is the answer, which is kind of a cop-out because I don't think that people want to be educated. I think that they know how to bicycle. They learned to drive when they were 16, and they haven't applied those rules to bicycling. I think that bicyclists have to be aware that they are smaller than the cars on the road, and a collision between them and a car would be deadly. And I think too many bicyclists are not taking that into consideration.
The most important thing is to realize that when you're operating your bicycle, it's no different than operating a car. You follow the same rules, you do the same things on your bike that you would do in a car. Enforcement of bicyclists violating, traffic rules is nothing new in Madison. It's been going on for decades.
They got, 3 or 4 bike cops out there just tooling around on their mountain bike, finding something to do. I'd rather they were pulling over people that were driving, talking on their cell phone. Because I've been hit a few times by people just not paying attention in their cars. There's definitely better stuff that they can be doing. There's crimes being committed at that moment that they could be doing something about, but they don't. That'd be a lot of work.
I'm not sure what the answer is. A police officer might be able to have some kind of impact, maybe by visiting people in the dorms to talk about bicycling safety, maybe by, working with people on State Street to promote bicycling safety. There's a law in Idaho that allows people to have a rolling stop if they're on a bicycle, and you don't get a ticket for that. And I think that's a smart way to do it. It also encourages bicyclists to be responsible for their own behavior. I'm not sure ticketing bicyclists is the best way to go.
I really don't know how they should go about that. 'Cause it's gonna happen either way. I suppose if you want to ticket them, but don't be cockbags about it. When I started to go, mine was still red. But when he stopped me halfway through the intersection, mine was green. As soon as he stopped me, my hand went straight up and I went, "It's green, dude. What do you want?" There's not much else I can do besides going in green. No, they don't take any arguments. They're cops. They don't take arguments. If they're writing a ticket, they're writing a ticket, regardless of what you say or what the facts are.
Primarily, those are excuses. They're not reasons, for the most part. You need to always be paying attention to what's going on around you. We teach a 3-hour class. In order to get to the class, you have to show up at court on your court date, and then the judge will generally send you to the class as opposed to having to pay for the ticket. So we are doing things to do education, along with the enforcement.